Hi, it's Christina with the Sisyphean Journal. I stopped partway through what I'm doing with this right angle response. I had a 21-minute video when I was 9 minutes and 20 seconds into a 14-minute and 29-second video. So I'm doing this in two parts. So hold on.
Oh, there are so many things about this story that are just deeply disturbing. The fact that there's some journalist alleged out there who can write a story like this and not even grapple with the real reason why the bill was passed in the first place, but really put the whole focus. And I'm using this term because it's really kind of a basket of deplorable ideas that he's put together here. But I'm using the term inconvenience because everything comes down to that. There is nothing really devastating about what he describes in this story. There are inconveniences. I have to travel. I may have to rent a car. I may have to find a friend who will come with me, who will do that. On the one side of the ledger, you've got this list of inconveniences, which in the vast scheme of things seem minor. When you look at the other side of the ledger and say, okay, so that's what the woman has to deal with. What does the child have to deal with? Oh, mutilation and death. That's the other side of the ledger.
Bingo!
And I think if you're going to be a good accountant, you need to show both sides of the ledger. And this reporter is not giving a good account of his skills in this story. The other question that occurred to me is it was mentioned that two organizations pitched in and came up with $2,000 for this woman, including $695 of that to pay for the actual abortion procedure at the clinic, but $2,000 for her so she could go out of state and get an abortion. And I thought, well, who do you ask for that kind of money? Will those kind of people be willing to open their wallets if you said, hey, I'd like to be able to provide child care that's reliable for this woman on a regular basis? Will those kind of people who will fund an abortion trip out of state be willing to say, I would like to contribute to make sure that this woman has the kind of prophylaxis that's required to make sure that she doesn't have any future unwanted pregnancies?
He is bringing something up. I think part of the difference between the pro-choice and pro-life responses to women facing challenges when they're pregnant is the pro-choice people want that quick fix. They like to know, okay, I chipped in my $50, my $100, whatever, and fetus is gone. Yay! And now we can completely forget this woman exists. Whereas the pro-lifers, it's an ongoing thing. I still remember the case where a woman in Florida had told a pro-lifer outside the clinic that she had scheduled the abortion because her mortgage was in arrears, she was being foreclosed, she was facing homelessness, and she already had, I can't remember whether it was 2 or 3 kids, but that she was overwhelmed enough to think she was going to have those living children and be pregnant when homeless, much less have those children and a newborn and be homeless. And the pro-lifer said, can you give us 2 weeks and see what we can do? And we raised enough money to get her mortgage out of arrears, pay her back bills, little bit left over, and then got her financial counseling so that her life would not still be a hot mess. So, we're not there for the quick fix. We're there to help her get her feet under her and have a better life. And I don't understand why the people who want to just take her money and scrape her out and send her back into her bad situation are supposedly the heroes here. That drives me bats.
For me, was the passing reference to some actual fairly old data from 2008, which I've seen quoted before, that was gathered by the Guttmacher Institute, that I think is not gathering this kind of data anymore because even though they're a pro-choice organization, it doesn't seem to reflect well on their cause. But it said in the story, just in passing, the reporter didn't seem to think this was hugely significant, but included it, that the Guttmacher Institute in 2008 determined that black babies are aborted at 5 times the rate of white babies.
We'll also note that their mothers are more likely to die. If you follow this channel or follow the Real Choice blog, one death after another of these abortion deaths. It's black women, 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 black. Oh, Hispanic woman, black woman, black woman, black woman, black woman, black woman, Hispanic woman, black woman. Oh, there's a white girl, and they don't care.
And which party is it that is advancing this cause?
And so the second part of this is a whole lot shorter than the first part, and I'm going to go ahead and post these two pieces as a response, and we'll see what I can provide you with below.